Hello Internet, welcome back to my channel, or just a welcome if you're new. My name is Victoria, and today I'm going to be bringing you my March reading wrap-up. Oh my gosh, guys, I did not do so well this month. This was potentially the worst month for reading I have had in a very long time, so this gonna be a short video. The first book I read this month, which I have not yet finished. So correction, the first book I started this month was Heart of Iron by Ashley Poston. Poston rhymes with Austin. If you haven't heard of this book, this is basically an Anastasia retelling in space. So the story follows orphan Anna, who is currently a member of a crew of outlaws. The story begins with her seeking out these coordinates, which will take her to a ship which supposedly holds some kind of information which will help her save her malfunctioning robot boyfriend. I do love sci-fi, and so as much as like the whole idea of her being in love with a robot incapable of experiencing emotion, it's weird, but it's not that weird. I mean, it's sci-fi, and like I suspected that the whole point would be like he would realize he actually did have the capacity to love. So on the one hand, it's like, okay, I can get on board with that, but I don't know what it was. I just could not get into this story. Like there were so many perspectives that I just didn't care about, and the characters themselves I didn't really care about. Like other than the pilot of the spaceship, who is basically Magnus Bane in space, I didn't care about anybody else. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say. I didn't finish. I'm still like halfway through. Normally it takes me a handful of days to finish a book if it's good. I read this for about 3 weeks and then just kind of gave up because I thought if I don't read something else, I'm not gonna read anything at all this month. So I'm really sorry. Like I really wanted to love this book because I loved the premise. I thought it would be kind of like a Cinder 2.0, but it just fell a bit flat for me. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna keep reading it. Like I don't like giving up. I want to know how things end, and I'm only halfway through. Like maybe it will get good. It could have been that I just wasn't in a good headspace when I read it, so like I want to give it another shot because there were bits I liked. Like I said, Magnus Bane in space. His name is Jax, by the way. His plot was the only one I actually cared about following, and there were so many other perspectives that was like probably 10% of the book, so I just could not get into it. And yeah, I probably will try again. Maybe I'll feature this in my April wrap-up if I finish it and actually miraculously like it. But as of now, it was just kind of meh. I'm sorry. I hate being negative about books because as an aspiring author, I know how difficult it is to get published and like how it must feel to have your baby out there. And so I'll just say like, I don't think it's a bad book. I think it was just probably me and the headspace I was in and what I felt like reading. So I give no opinion, good or bad, on this. It's just I didn't finish it and I gave up. The second book I read, which I actually did finish, was Children of Blood and Bone by Tomi Adeyemi. So I did a book talk about this, which I will link below because I go into much more detail and fangirl like crazy because this book is freaking amazing. If you haven't heard of it, it follows Zeli Adebola, who is a diviner or somebody with the potential for magic in a kingdom in which magic has been outlawed and eradicated by the evil, corrupt government. Zeli is a reaper, which means she has power over the dead and spirits, and so together with the runaway princess Amari and her brother Zane, she will go on a quest to bring back magic to the land and overthrow the corrupt government. Again, I cannot recommend this enough. I read this very quickly, even though I was trying to go as slow as possible so that it wouldn't end, and it's freaking amazing. Watch my book talk if you want to know more. It's absolutely fantastic. And finally, the last book that I read this month was City of Glass by Cassandra Clare. So if you've been watching my other videos, you'll know I'm doing the read-along that Emma Books is hosting of the Shadowhunter Chronicles, and so this is the third month of the year. We're reading the third book in her first series. I'm not going to give you an overview of this because if you don't know what the Mortal Instruments are, you're probably crazy. This is almost as well known as Harry Potter in the teen fiction world, so if you haven't heard of it, Google it right now and read them immediately because they're fantastic. I'll give you a tiny basic premise just in case. Clare is a normal girl who finds out she's actually a member of a race of Shadowhunters, which are mythological demon hunters with angel blood. So yes, demons, angels, fighting, romance, death, destruction. It's marvelous. It's very good. I recommend these highly. So that was probably the shortest wrap-up of all time. So if you made it this far, you get no congratulations this time because this video is terribly short. Hopefully next month, once all my exams and essays are finished up and term ends and summer begins, I will be able to get back to my love of reading and read more than a tragic 3 books. At this point, I'm pleased that I read anything at all though because I am super busy, and that first book, Heart of Iron, kind of killed my momentum. I'm trying really hard not to be mean to it because I don't think it's that bad. I think it was just like my headspace, or I don't know. So yeah, 2.5 books, not even 3, but like I read something, so points to me. Let me know what books you read this month in the comments below, and if you read the ones that I talked about in this video, let me know what you thought about them, especially Heart of Iron. If you managed to make it to the end, please tell me if it's good. That's all for now. Bye!